creating molds. So this is where you capture the positive shape of something and you want to create the negative shape because you want to investment cast it, you want to make a jelly mold, whatever you want to do with it, right? You want to use a combination of additional method, possibly use a Mark 3D printer if you like, print the cast, and then fill the cast with whatever material you want to investment cast out of, latex or something soft, presumably. So this is what we're going to do today. And you have what's called Boolean, not union, so the word intersect, that's the word. So it's a bit like a Venn diagram. Yeah, so you're not trying to subtract one from the other, you're trying to keep the area that's overlapped, essentially. So different ways of playing with volumes and how to use them. So the key thing of any Boolean operation is that whatever you're using has to be watertight. So when I'm scanning this, obviously I can't get all the way down to the bottom here. There's going to be some areas I can't see. Yeah. So I have to make sure this is hole fill. So I could have chosen watertight hole filling when I was doing the processing, but in this occasion I've actually left the holes on here. Yeah, so what I mean by it, there's some areas I've missed. So the first thing I need to do is actually to repair this. And in the software you can just go to fix holes, it will detect the holes in the model for you. And all I want to do here is I want them to be filled in a smooth fashion or a flat fashion. So for this one I'm going to use smooth. I want everything to look organic. I'm going to fill holes, and that's going to look, hopefully, natural. As if I captured it the first time without missing it, which is not a problem at all. Let's apply. So that's now watertight. Yeah. So even when I look down the throat, that's now not got a hole. Yeah, it's filled in the pit, if you know what I'm talking about. So obviously I got to decide then the size of my cast. So I've actually already put a box around here. Now the box can be arbitrary, all depends on how big you want your big cast to be at the end. But if I show X-ray, it should be tucked inside in there, like a Christmas gift. Yep. Cool. So I put a box around there. What I want to do is remove the volume of what I scanned from inside of that box. Yep. So I go to construct, I do what's called a Boolean, subtract. I want to subtract from the box the volume of the scan. Yeah, the thing I scanned. Now it's hard to see because obviously it's inside the box. So obviously from the outside you can't tell, but believe me, that is a void inside. Yeah. So the only way I can really tell is obviously I need a split line for my cast. You know, there's going to be two halves. It could be 3 pieces actually. It could be as many as you want in theory. But generally speaking, there's 2 halves of the cast. Yeah. So I can put a plane wherever I want to denote where my split line is going to be. Cool. So I'll settle on this one. So what to do now is what's called split mesh. I want to take this box with the void inside, with the item I want to split. I want to split it with the plane I've created earlier. Yeah. Create mesh. That's now in 2 halves. Let's cut it in half like a guillotine, essentially. So if I show a normal rendering mode, and if I hide it for a second, that's now a cavity. Yep. And same for this side as well. So I can reveal this side, that's also a cavity. So you might also want to add location pegs for your cast, because obviously that's on the angle it might slide if you just left it as it is. So what you can do is to give it pegs. So you can create a cylinder. So again, if I show my X-ray, let's hide it for a second. So I want my cylinder to be this way around, probably not that chunky. So I probably want it about 25, an inch maybe. I can rotate it and make it longer, say 250. Yeah, so ideally I don't want my peg to go straight through my model. I just want to use it as a location. So I'm just going to almost move it interactively like this. So to create a peg effectively, I want one to be the positive shape and one to be the negative shape because I want them to locate, yeah, when I push them together. Okay. So with that peg, when I come to use the Boolean operation, I want one to be a subtractive one and one to be a union one, effectively. So that's for X-ray. I want this half to be a union of the cylinder and this item. Keep the initial object. And that's going to create a peg. Yep, so it's a peg on this one. But I want to use the same cylinder, but punch a hole through the other side, because I want them to locate. So I show my X-ray. I want to subtract one from the other. So I'll just hide it for a second. So subtract from this object and this object. Hopefully, that's now a hole. Yep, so if I show the other side of this, and I show X-ray, yep, that's the positive end, that's the negative end. Push pin. Of course, I would have at least 2 or 3 of these to locate it accurately.